Well, as they say, welcome to Scotland. Now there's Edinburgh, Fort Road Bridge, just to Scotland, see a wee bit of Scotland, yeah. I like a wee bit of Scotland, eh? Now I'm just going to touch down on planet Scotland here. We're heading towards Edinburgh Airport, nothing wrong with that, perfectly south of Edinburgh Airport even. And we're zooming in on the countryside beyond Edinburgh Airport. South of Edinburgh, 10 miles, maybe 15 miles. South of Edinburgh, we're at Ratho, a pool there. Now just look at that, there's a quarry pool coming up there. And we're looking at this quarry pool. There's a base there called Kirknewton, it's a military base. Now what's that? What is that? Oh, surely not a parked up UFO. It's a parked up ship, look at that. It's a parked up ship. Something there looks very strange, it's got a structure on it. Look at that, what's all that about? Now that looks like a UFO or some description. It could be one of these kind of anti-gravity sleds, you know. If that was a ship, it wouldn't be big, it'd be about 6 or 7 foot. It's like a sled, isn't it? It's like Santa Claus sled, this. Now, we need Santa Claus in order to make this work. Now, this is a quarry. Notice that it's a quarry, there's a body of water there, and that this ship, if it is a ship, is parked out of human reach. You have to wade across the water to get to it, you know, so it's parked safely. It's parked up safely in this branch of the quarry. You can see it's a sort of quarry, yeah. You can see the quarry, and this is on this sort of island or peninsula in the middle of the kind of quarry is this sled. It's parked up there. You see it's glowing there. It's got blue structure on it. You can see it obviously looks like a UFO, doesn't it? Now, if that's the case, where's the occupant? I know. It wouldn't be this guy, would it? Who's this? Now check this out. Up. That looks like a head and shoulders to me. Head and shoulders above everybody else, this guy, eh? There'll be head and shoulders. See, there's the head, see, there's the head. And you can just make out the body, you know, you see the torso. Very big, you know. I mean, that would have to be a big guy. If that was if he's taking the plunge, you know, just have a little bit of a sort of swim, you know, that guy has to be about 10 or 12 feet. That's a big guy. That would have to be a big guy. That's a biggie, that guy. If that's a guy, that's a big guy. If that is the occupant of that ship, would have to be a sled, like a sort of bobsleigh or something like that. There would have to be a small kind of like equivalent of sort of motor scooter or a Star Wars motor scooter sled or something like that. Because that guy, if that's a guy, you know, I'm not saying. I mean, you know that these things, you know, there's all sorts of wee lumps and bumps and things, grainy stuff to do with satellite photographs and all that stuff, and the fertile imagination can do anything with blobs and connect the dots and all that. But generally speaking, if you were thinking you were going to bet on someone doing the breaststroke and that's a head and shoulders above everybody else, and that looks like a head and shoulders to me, really. And if you're looking for an alien head and shoulders, the colour of that, of course, is kind of greeny blue, isn't it? Which is kind of reptilian. You'd expect reptilians to be greeny blue head and shoulders sort of thing, not flesh coloured anyway. But when you look to the right of that, he's gone swimming, and he's left his little bobsleigh, his scooter. Whereas you think he would have to sit up on that, and that would be the equivalent of a motorbike or something like that, an extraterrestrial motorbike. If you look at the size of that, really what that is. If you look at it, if you look at that compared to his size, he'd have to be, you know. Can you imagine him sitting on that? I mean, that's big, isn't it? That would have to be the size of a motorbike, relatively speaking. That's his natural size, you know. Whoa, you know. Now let's just get a sense of natural scaling. That road would have to be about, that road there would have to be about 15 feet maybe. That road's maybe 15 feet wide, maybe less, 12, 15 feet wide maybe max. So that little sled has to be about 15 feet, and that guy there has to be, you know, I mean, if you laid him across that road there, he'd be about 15 feet, let's be honest about it, wouldn't he? So I'm not sure he's got 15 feet or anything like that, but he's certainly a biggie, and he's gone out for a little swim, which is fair enough, you know. Reptilians tend to be amphibious creatures anyway. We tend to like a nice cool plunge in the pool. And that's Edinburgh, city of Edinburgh, Newbridge. Out there you see Kirknewton, East Calder, the Calders, yeah, Wilkeston, all these kind of posh suburbs. You expect bluebloods to stay in these rich suburbs. Of Dalmahoy Country Club, you know. Hey, say, I'm just going still, I'm just being off Sundays. He's probably heads back round the golf. Dalmahoy, very posh Dalmahoy Country Club, exclusive hotel, that one. And it's quite close, isn't it? Dalmahoy Country Club and Hotel. Goodness gracious me. Anyway, that's a picture in Blue Blood Central Edinburgh there. Goodness gracious.